Tons of boxing fans, from hardcores to casuals, boxing coaches, all personnel of boxing, you name it. A lot of them are picking Canelo Alvarez to get a victory over Terence Crawford because of the size advantage that Canelo has. Now, with that being said, take a listen to this clip.
And now that they're in the ring, can you see the size advantage that Madrimov has, how wide his back is and the shoulders?
That was Terence Crawford's last fight, which took place about a year ago against Israel Madrimov, who is a 154-pound fighter. Canelo Alvarez is a 168-pound fighter. Now imagine the difference in the size on fight night that's going to wow us all. One thing that casual boxing fans and hardcores have in common is the disdain for boos from the crowd. Now, with that being said, take a look at these two clips.
Seconds of the fourth round in a real boxing match. These guys are so similarly talented and box so well that the crowd is not into this fight.
Staying in the southpaw stance. Crowd getting a little restless.
It's going to be a tough fight for Bud, man.
Now, those are the only two instances I know of Terence Crawford hearing boos while he's in the ring. Now, both of those fights have one thing in common: a step up for Terence Crawford. The first one was he was very young and he was going up against a seasoned guy like Brady Prescott, who knocked out Amir Khan. And the second one was Terence Crawford stepping up in weight class versus an undefeated fighter who had like a 90%, 80% knockout ratio. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Whether you want to say it takes two fighters to cause a crowd to boo, I disagree. Terence Crawford in the first fight was not the aggressor. Brady Prescott, who was known as a devastating puncher, was following Crawford around the ring the whole night. So Crawford's got to eat that. Now in this fight, the second fight, most recent, Crawford was moving up in weight, and also his opponent was the aggressor, chasing him around the ring. Boos from the crowd is nothing compared to Terence Crawford's intelligence and composure in the ring to understand when and when not to take chances, which could play dividends and could be his detriment in this fight going against Canelo, where one clean flush punch could potentially break a bone. We've seen this with Kell Brook moving up 2 weight classes to fight Triple G. In this boxing game, every dog has his day. Even the great Alexander Usyk, 2-time undisputed in 2 weight classes, the second guy to do it after Terence Bud Crawford. He was arguably stopped by Daniel Dubois, but the shot that hit Alexander Usyk was ruled a low blow, and Alexander Usyk was able to get time to recover and go on to win by stoppage. That's why Alexander Usyk is held to such a high standard today. But that dog even had his day. Floyd Mayweather, Jose Castillo, if you don't know, you better know. Jose Castillo and all the stats had outdid Floyd Mayweather. Punches landed, power punches, everything. But Floyd went back and rematched that guy. Just like I said with Alexander Usyk, when people thought that Alexander Usyk got hit with a clean shot and the referee ruled it a low blow. But Alexander Usyk went back and got his get back. Every boxer has their day. Now, do you think that that fight between Bud and Israel Madrimov was Bud's day to pay the piper? I don't know. I mean, Bud did push at the end of the rounds, or the championship rounds, to come away with the victory. But look at Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez got 2 losses. And they hold it over his head till this day. So Bud Crawford, can he walk away with Israel Madrimov being the only questionable victory? Man, that would speak volumes for TBC. If he can go in here and have a decisive victory over Canelo Alvarez without running around and looking overly safe, that would speak dividends for his career. And Israel Madrimov, if Bud were to retire after this victory over Canelo Alvarez, Israel Madrimov will become a star, just like Antonio Tarver did when he knocked out Roy Jones. Anyway, y'all, subscribe to the Triangle Theories with me, Jay Squiz. I'll see y'all on the next one.